Just a few days ago, Bree Stern, Andrew Tate's ex-girlfriend, just dropped a bombshell tweet exposing Andrew Tate's manipulation and abuse towards her, where she leaked personal texts between her and Andrew, where Andrew says he's going to rape her. In this tweet, she started off by saying, "My name is Bree Stern. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I met Andrew Tate in the summer of 2024 and we were in a relationship for almost a year. We met because he needed models for his crypto coin and promised to help me help save my crypto coin. We spent as much time together as we could, but when we weren't physically together, we were in communication all day, every day." She's also linked videos of her crying and with bruises on her face after Andrew abused her. "He was my best friend. I stood by his side unwaveringly. We made plans to live together, first in Romania and then in Miami once he traveled to America." And then she linked a picture of them kissing, which seems quite recent. Looking at his shirt, "I'm not bold, I'm just getting more head," which I saw him also wearing when he was hanging out with Bradley Martin not too long ago. He wanted to start a new life together. Once he arrived in the US, he wanted me to have his children and always told me we would be together forever. Andrew told me he loved me every day and I was very much in love with him. Despite the fact that he has hurt me so badly, I still love him. Maybe that's Stockholm Syndrome, I don't know. And here's a text message we can see between the two, although there's no confirmation that it is between them. "I'm glad you texted me. I was having anxiety. Anxious little lady over here. You need to be hit. Why? I don't like it. What did I do? You deserve it. Why?" The last time I saw Andrew was on March 11th, 2025 at the Beverly Hills Hotel. The last words he said to me before I left the hotel were, "Shut the fuck up, you bitch. You will never backtalk me. You are my property." Along with a text message, "If you're mine, why wouldn't I be able to hit you? Okay, you scared me with what you said. Are you scared of me? Physical violence for me is a huge no. I don't even like it when you hit me during sex. It scares me." Now, so far, we actually have no proof that these text messages are actually between the two of them. As we can see, these are just cropped screenshots taken of text messages that could really be from anyone. They could very easily be faked. But let's keep going. Due to the events that had transpired in the early hours of that day, as well as his final degrading words, something just clicked. I finally recognized that someone who truly loved me wouldn't say those things to me or hurt me repeatedly the way that he did. I think for the first time I realized the gravity of the situation. Now we can see a full screenshot of a text messaging app where it says Andrew Tate new. Obviously picture of Andrew Tate and text messages between them. "I want an update. What happens next? Why are you being mean in the other chat? Because I want to beat the fuck out of you. You will give me a child this year, bitch. Why do you want to beat me? It's 12:30 AM and I'm in the room. I sleep soon. What's the point in having you if I don't beat you and impregnate you? You should be thankful." This wasn't a joke or an internet facade. This was the reality of my boyfriend and my life, and I needed to take back control. "You are my property" echoed in my mind, and I knew that this was not the future I wanted for myself or my future children. It was not easy, but I gathered the courage to do what I had contemplated doing for a long time. Leave him. I grabbed my things and walked out of the hotel and out of our relationship. That day, even though I was terrified, I made a promise to myself that I would not go back no matter what he said, no matter what he did. I blocked his numbers, I blocked him on all social media platforms and all communication apps. I went to a doctor, I went to the police. The last week has been very difficult and extremely scary for me. I am an emotional wreck and I'm constantly looking over my shoulder. I'm not the person I was before. Andrew texted me recently and let me know, "If you ever betray me, you will regret it." He has told me on many occasions before that if I crossed him, he would ruin my life, rape me, or kill me. "I really love hitting you. It's very good for me. And you? It's relaxing, don't you think? Pookie, no, I cry. Coming out about this is very terrifying in all aspects. The entire situation is very traumatic and extremely difficult. I considered many times just silently leaving Andrew and saying nothing, doing nothing because I was scared and because it was honestly hard for me to accept that I was being abused. But now I can see that doing so would be the cowardly approach. I know that I can't be silent. I have to make my voice heard, no matter how difficult that road may be. I also know there are many women out there who are in the same position as me, terrified and scared, who are being hurt by the person who is supposed to love them the most. To those women I say you are much stronger than you know. I know firsthand how hard it can be to even talk about it, but I urge you to find your voice. You are not alone. Walk away and take control of your life while you still can. I will not publicly go over the details of my relationship with Andrew Tate. I know he and his followers will insult me and attack me. I don't care because I speak the truth. I will not comment any further about Andrew Tate beyond what my lawyer has set forth in detail in my lawsuit. Those facts speak for themselves. Along with some more pictures, I guess, of her at the Beverly Hills Hotel like she said. I guess that's supposed to be red marks on her face and it looks like she has been crying. Now this is obviously not a good look for Andrew. You know, Andrew Tate has been saying for an extremely long time that he's innocent, that these are all just Matrix attacks. For a long time, he would go on to say that all the women that have accused him, they have no face and no name, and they're just random people trying to make up accusations against him. Now, a lot of these text messages, like I said, we don't know who they're actually from because they're just cropped. We're not 100% sure if it's Andrew, but from the way this person is typing, it does sound like it's Andrew, although anyone can mimic that. And I'm trying to play both sides of the argument here. Any of these could be photoshopped. You could easily Photoshop text messages very easily. Yeah, this is automatically not a good look for him. Obviously, Andrew Tate has a lot of haters and supporters, people that say it's the Matrix, and you know, a lot of people that are obviously on the opposite side. Now, me personally, I'm actually a fan of Andrew Tate. I like a lot of the shit he says. I think the cunt's funny. I think he's hilarious. But you do have to look at both sides of the equation here. There's been a lot of people that had crazy accusations against them that for years no one believed, or for years people said were false. You know, Diddy, Epstein, like there's just been crazy accusations. Obviously, like those things have been going on for years, and people only now look at it and be like, oh, how did we not see this? This low-key could be a situation like this where people are accusing him of something, and for years it kind of gets pushed away, it gets swept under the rug. Decades later, you just hear some fucking crazy story. Now, I'm not saying that is the case, but you know, we do have to always keep an open mind, because crazy shit has been happening, man. Crazy shit's been happening the last few years with the Epsteins and the Diddies of the world. You know what I'm saying? But the story continues, because just today, Bree Stern talked to the Daily Mail about the alleged violent assault she experienced at the hands of Andrew Tate in this video here.
In the beginning, everything was great. He was warm, loving, even talked about how much he respected women. You know, I guess over time, things slowly started to get a bit darker. I started to see other sides of him, more than just the warm, loving, wouldn't hurt a fly side. I mean, I loved him, and as I said in this public statement I released, I struggled with that, with still loving someone who was hurting me. It was difficult. I was completely terrified. I wanted to be a voice of strength to other women who may be experiencing the same thing, being hurt by the person that is supposed to love you and protect you. It's something I wouldn't wish on anyone, and I just want other women who are going through the same thing to know that they're not alone. They can make it through. They can get away, and they will be completely safe, and everything will be okay for them. I have received serious threats. It's terrifying. I mean, I have specific people that are messaging me every single day over and over again. I've been told that there are threats to my life. I don't think that's something anyone should ever have to go through.
Do I think Andrew Tate is 100% innocent and every single claim against him is false? No. But do I also think he's 100% guilty of everything being claimed against him? No. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. He probably has done some of these things. He probably has committed some kind of crimes in the past, and now they're coming out. I think the Matrix thing is a good front, right? You commit some of these crimes that you've done in the past, and now they're coming out, and then you start saying the Matrix and all that shit. Now, does that mean that the Matrix, or you know, there's no like corruption and things like that at play in the world? I don't think so. That can still exist. I think a lot of the claims being made against him are being heavily exaggerated. Although there might be some truth in them, I think they're being exaggerated. And I think Andrew Tate is using this Matrix thing also as a bit of a front to help him get away with these things. Kind of as a ploy to almost shield himself and deflect from the claims being made against him. But now I'm really starting to think that Andrew Tate probably isn't 100% innocent. As someone who actually likes his content, likes a lot of the stuff he says, this isn't looking good. It's really not looking good for him. You know, she's filing a lawsuit. Obviously, the case has kind of just been stuck for a long time. But I think this might push the case forward in a bad way for Andrew. We might be seeing him get locked up again. We might be seeing a trial. You know, some of these things, these legal proceedings take a long time, but it seems like she does have a lot of evidence against him. Obviously, I don't think the future really looks good for him in terms of the legal cases and shit like that. I think this might be, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back for Andrew and his legal proceedings, all this shit. It's really not a good look. But Andrew Tate obviously would end up responding to this by saying, "Imagine lying to the cops to promote a crypto coin and then OnlyFans because you got dumped. This is so ridiculous, it actually helps me. It shows the world how predatory lying women are when you're a man with money." One thing which actually did kind of get brushed past in Bree Stern's tweet was when she said, "We met because he needed models for his crypto coin and promised to help me save my crypto coin, sister." So then when you actually click on her profile and look at some of her past posts, she retweeted a bunch of Andrew tweets regarding crypto. There's a post of her retweeting Abigail Ratchford's tweet, "With my sister, Bree Stern." There's another one, "Wait till you guys see what I have planned with my sister, Abigail Ratchford. Hold your sister close. Hi from your sister. All the meme coins you are buying on Pump Fund right now won't be here tomorrow, but sister will be." And here's actually a picture of her and Andrew. "My journey outside the Matrix has just begun. Will you be joining us?" Now again, right, I think the truth is usually somewhere in the middle. Maybe there is a financial incentive to this. Obviously, she's been seen promoting crypto coins on Andrew's behalf or some sister coin, whatever the fuck. Maybe there's a financial incentive to this whole thing. But maybe there also is some validity to the claims that she's making. So that's what I think. I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but I think the truth is generally somewhere in the middle in most of these situations. And you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. So many claims being made against Andrew for the same type of thing. I think there might be something to it, maybe. No matter how much you like someone, no matter how much you support someone, I think you should always just be a little bit skeptical, especially when shit like this is coming out. Like, I hope Andrew's innocent. You know what I'm saying? I think he's funny as fuck. But you always have to keep an open mind. You have to be skeptical about these things. And seeing a lot of this shit coming out, sure, maybe there is a financial incentive. Maybe there's also a hint of truth to these things. That's been the video. If you liked, subscribe. Click on another one. Fuck off.